All right. So here's a question. Tej asks, after how long should you follow up with a shipper to gain their business? Once per month? Well, that depends on the call. It depends on the conversation that I had with the shipper. Number one, I like to ask them when they'd like to hear back from me. So the call is going to go one of a couple ways. Number one, they're going to show some interest, in which case, if they show interest, you're going to follow up with them quickly, right? You're going to be providing them information. They're going to be providing you some information. You're going to be providing them rates. And if they start moving towards becoming a customer, things are going to move fairly rapidly if the timing is right, right? The second scenario is they're going to give you kind of the Heisman and say, hey, we're not interested. And you're going to get denied. And then you're going to follow up with them later, because no doesn't mean no forever. It just means no now, right? And so that's a little bit more of a long-term follow-up, right? That might be something where you might follow up in 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, depending upon how you want to develop your sales cadence and your follow-up sequence. And then the other side of it is kind of in the middle, right? So they're like, well, send me some information. I'll take a look at it and I'll get back to you. And in that case, you agree to send them some information. You try to rebut it. You try to develop that rapport. You try to get past that objection. But at the end of the call, they say, just email me your information and I'll get back to you. At that point, you want to ask them, okay, listen, I am more than happy to send you my information. I'm more than happy to email you. I really appreciate you even considering us. What would be a reasonable time if I don't hear from you next week after reviewing the information? What would be a reasonable time for me to follow up with you? I don't want to step on your toes, but I am very serious about doing business with you. Zip, listen, right? Okay, so that's three different scenarios, right? They're interested, they're maybe interested, they're not interested right now. So hopefully that helps. Good question. Thank you. Hey, if you enjoyed this Freight Broker Q&A, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to click the little bell to ensure that you get notified every time I release a new video. And if you have questions, make sure you add them in the comments below. And who knows, maybe I'll use one of your questions on a future Freight Broker Q&A.